Your journey to enterprise AI is full of opportunities and challenges. How can I keep costs down? How can I keep my data safe? How can I use all of my data wherever it lives? With Cloudera at your side, you can move forward confidently with a trusted guide to help you navigate today's AI possibilities and tomorrow's breakthrough innovations. Trust your data, Cloudera. This is Teachable Moments with April podcast, and you guessed it, I'm your host, April. If you're a returning listener and a part of the Teachable Moments with April podcast family, welcome back. For those who are checking me out for the first time, well, hello and welcome. To everyone listening, be encouraged and look for the teachable moments that are all around us. Enjoy. Rise Above Fear and Worry, 30 Days to Fearless Living by Unity Ministries. Some of the questions most frequently asked these days are, how can I see what's happening in the world through spiritual eyes? How can I keep from fear and despair? Fear is nothing but a thought, yet it can dominate people's lives. Let's consider the definition from the Revealing Word, a dictionary about the inner meaning of terms used in spiritual study. Fear. Painful emotion marked by alarm, dread, disquiet. Webster Dictionary. Fear is a paralyzer of mental action. It weakens both body and mind. Fear throws dust in our eyes and hides the mighty spiritual forces that are always with us. Blessed are those who deny ignorance and fear and affirm the presence and power of spirit. Fear and how to overcome. Fear is cast out by perfect love. To know divine love is to be selfless, and to be selfless is to be without fear. The God-conscious person is filled with quietness and much confidence. You might ask how one becomes more God-conscious. Fortunately, the question has been addressed throughout the years by a variety of New Thought writers and thinkers. This content is a collection of spiritual practices for living without fear and quietness and confidence, no matter what is happening around you. Today's contents from Rise Above Fear and Worry, 30 Days to Fearless Living by Unity Ministries. Day 26, A New Life, A New Song by Daniel Namod. Now, several years ago, I experienced an awakening. Day after day, I had sat at my desk at my computer programming job, more or less pretending to work. I realized the life I was living was a life I no longer wanted to live. I decided to move from Chicago to Los Angeles, and in 1998, I began my life as a singer-songwriter. Soon after I arrived, I volunteered at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center with my guitar, singing for patients, nurses, and administrators. Now, I sang for people in comas, believe it or not, and watched as they moved to the rhythm of the music. Elderly patients would hum along to familiar songs I played. Now, in 2005, just after Hurricane Katrina, I received a call from my friend, Reverend Richard Rogers. He talked about how he might be of help to the people of New Orleans and the Gulf Coast. We met at the Houston airport and drove to the Houston Astrodome, where thousands of displaced people filled this gigantic building. There were people without homes to go to, without a job to report to, and without a structure to their lives. Now Richard walked the floor, shaking hands, hugging people, offering comfort. I played my guitar and sang songs during 2 of the most intense and profoundly heartbreaking days I have ever experienced. Now the fear and absolute bewilderment was very palpable. As I walked from cot to cot in the middle of the most chaotic, disruptive, disturbing scene I'd ever witnessed, I stopped frequently to talk with individuals. I came to one elderly woman sitting on her cot, holding her head in her hands, and a little girl, her granddaughter, was sitting by her. I asked this woman, "Would you like to hear a song?" And she waved her hands in the air as if to say, "Whatever." I sat down next to her and asked, "Would you do me a favor? I think you're going to know this song. Close your eyes and sing it with me." Now I started to play "What a Wonderful World," and she began to sing ever so quietly with me. Her eyes were closed, and so were her granddaughters. Now I closed my eyes as well, and for 4 minutes or so there was no Astrodome, no despair, and no Katrina. There was just the beauty of that song. We were lifted up and transported, not physically, but emotionally and spiritually, to the safest place imaginable. In those few moments, the work of my life gained greater clarity. I'm aware that when I sing a song, whether it's in a hospital room or a large auditorium, for 4 or 5 minutes I am sharing a vision. It's a feeling, it's an instinct, and I hope a wisdom. It's a safe space. Reprinted from Daily Word. Another reason for my family to crave a little pizza time, well, I got one. My Cuisinart indoor pizza oven, heating up to 700 degrees Fahrenheit, creates perfect artisan crispy crust in 5 minutes or less. Snack time, dinner time, game time, me time, anytime. Now it's always time for home-baked pizza. You were just listening to Teachable Moments with April podcast. I truly hope you enjoyed this episode. We invite you to stay connected with us on the other social media platforms of ours, which is TikTok, Pinterest, Instagram, Threads, and YouTube. Also, we'd like to invite you to check out our official podcast landing page on podpage.com/Teachable Moments with April to see all our content in one place and leave personal messages, feedback, and more.